Hey, welcome to my channel. Today I'm doing a get ready with me video. In about an hour, I'm going to head over to my husband's grandparents' house and we're going to celebrate my birthday dinner along with his aunt's birthday. Um, I wanted to do something that was, you know, a little dressier, a little more fancy than my everyday makeup, but not too crazy since it is just a casual family dinner. Um, I just want to make sure that I look nice because pictures will be taken and they will end up on the internet. So I just want to make sure that I look put together and then just a little bit extra. So if you want to see how that turns out, then just keep watching. Alright, I've already moisturized and primed my skin using the Olay Fresh Effects. I use the hydrating gel moisturizer, and then I use the Clear Skin Swirled Mattifier. So I've already done those two steps. The next thing I'm going to do is my foundation. Lately I have been mixing the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless. I've already mixed it, along with my MAC Pro Longwear. I'm in 220 Natural Beige in the foundation and NC20 in the whatever this is called, Pro Longwear concealer. So I just have an old Rimmel powder lid that I have mixed those together on, and I'm gonna go ahead and start applying this on my face. I like to start on my forehead. I don't know why. Where do you start when you're putting your foundation on? And I'm just using the Real Techniques Beauty Blender dupe to blend this out. Working in small sections because I want maximum blendability. Don't want the product to dry before I've had a chance to blend it out. And if you've used Pro Longwear concealer before, you know that it does dry pretty quickly. Alright, so that is my forehead and one side of my face done. You can see that it really evened out my skin tone, hid a lot of my redness, and yeah, has a nice finish. So I'm just going to continue on around. I like to sort of like dot and then pull those dots out because I feel like if I just put the Beauty Blender on the dot of foundation, it's like I don't get as much coverage. So I like to sort of spread the product out a bit first and then go in with the sponge. And I don't like to put a lot of foundation here on my upper lip because I have a really hairy upper lip. Yeah, just I was cursed with a mustache. Just one of those things. I used to be kind of self-conscious about it. Um, and I tried a lot of stuff to sort of get rid of it, but a lot of the times I end up breaking out. So, forced to choose between a mustache of hair and a mustache of pimples, I would rather have the hair. Um, so I just don't let it bother me too much anymore. Um, I know it's there, and I have been called out on it by some younger kids when I used to work at an elementary school. Uh, kids love to point stuff like that out to you, but it's just one of those things. The last time a kid said anything to me about it, I was like, yeah, and? Just don't make a big deal out of it. I am just going to go ahead and put a little bit more right underneath my eye area. I'm going to use my finger here for this part. Pat it out first, and then go in with my blender. I've been using the flat side, but I'm going to use the rounder side. And just pat that out. You can see how it made a little bit of a difference. So, same over here. And make sure that I get sort of over my eyelid and in this, along the sides of my nose in there. And just go back with my finger. I also like to use my finger to get right in the little nooks and crannies in the edge of my nose. I feel like the sponge doesn't always work to sort of fill the pores that I have there. Alright, so that's my face done. I am going to put a little bit more over here, a little extra coverage. And so I still have quite a bit left on here. What I'm going to do with that is blend it down my neck. I do want some coverage since I have a lot of acne scarring down here and some current breakouts. And I also want to match my neck to my body. So I just sort of do the same. I sort of pull the foundation down, blending it just a little bit with my fingers, and then I go back in, and use the sponge. I have a lot of redness in my face, but the skin on my neck is very white. And then once I get back to my chest, I have a little bit more redness here in my chest, and then I have, pretty good tan on my shoulders. So if I match my face to my body, my neck ends up being just this like white column. So I just always make sure that I pull my makeup down along my neck too. Picking up just a little bit extra. Really blending along the jawline, back behind the ear, just so it's seamless. You can't see any lines. We'll do the same over here. I usually kind of go a little bit in my hair too, because I don't want there to be a line of foundation, so I sort of just blend into my hairline as well. And go all around. Okay. So now that I have that blended in, I'm going to go on to set that. Actually, no. First, before I set it, I'm going to take just a tiny bit of this Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in the color 20 and use just a little bit of this to conceal my under eye area. I don't feel like I particularly need it to highlight anywhere else. I just want some extra coverage right here. Yes, better. Okay. To set my under eye and the places where I get the most oily, I am using the Fit Me Matte and Poreless powder in the translucent shade. Taking that on a Real Techniques setting brush. I do put this down here. And then all over my nose. And right here in the center of my forehead. And also on my chin. And this powder sort of acts like a highlight. And then for the rest of my face, I'm going to use the Rimmel Stay Matte Long Lasting Pressed Powder in 20 Nude Beige. And I'm using that on a Eco Tools powder brush. And I'm going to stipple that on first. Making sure I meet up the edges of the first powder and the second one. Go over my eyelids. Also making sure to set the foundation that I put on my neck as well. Okay. Now, just sort of buff that in. All right. Next I think I'm gonna go ahead and do my eyebrows. And for that I'm gonna use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade. And if I can find it, aha. The Anastasia, don't have any clue, oh, number 7 brush with the spoolie and the tip. So the first thing, just gonna comb them out. My eyebrows, like one day they want to look amazing, and then the next day it's like half of them fell out overnight. I don't understand, but that's why I have this stuff, and it's amazing. So, I'm gonna start on this one, because it is a little bit fuller at the tail and has a nice shape already to it. This one I have to work a little bit harder on, so. Go ahead and like this video if you had to, at one point, spend some time growing in your eyebrows because you overplucked them when you were younger. Go ahead and give it a thumbs up if that was you, because that was definitely me too. My whole freshman year of college was spent regrowing and reshaping my brows, and even today they are not the same. Alright, so now for the front part, I do like a strong brow. Alright, that looks really good. I'm very pleasantly surprised. Alright, now to try to do the same on the other side. You can see just a little filling in, not even adding that much product, and they look so much thicker. Alright, now for this guy. This is usually my bad eyebrow. This is the good eyebrow. This is the bad eyebrow. Build my arch. Okay, so far so good. Okay. Now let that set and dry just a little bit before I go through with a brow gel, because I don't want to pull any of the product off with the brow gel. Alright, so they look so crazy at first without any other eye makeup on, but we're gonna fix that. Alright, now, don't really know what I'm gonna do for eyes yet. We're gonna kind of play and see. Okay, I think I'm gonna go with the original Naked palette. Ooh, I don't know. I know. Let me start with my transition because that will help. I'm taking this Wet n Wild Color Icon bronzer in Ticket to Brazil. And I'm going to use that on a big fluffy brush. This is like a double-ended brush. I think I found these at Walgreens. I don't remember. But I'm just going to take this bronzer and lightly pull that through my crease. There's a slight sheen to this bronzer, but not like a sparkle. It's just slightly luminous. And this is going to help define my eye very subtly, sort of like a transition. So I'm just bringing that from inner corner to outer corner, windshield wiper and circular motions. And then next, right on top of that, I'm going to use a slightly smaller but still large and fluffy brush to apply the Rimmel bronzer in Sunlight, which is just a little bit darker and just a little bit more focused with this one. This is usually what I do for work when I don't want to wear a lot of eye makeup. I will just do these 2 steps and throw on some mascara and good to go. It's one of my favorite things to do. Today though, I do want to be a little more done. So, I'm gonna go in. Okay, I have Naked 3 here too. I'm debating on whether I want to use Liar from Naked 3 or Toasted from the original. Liar's a little bit more pink. I think I'm gonna do Liar. I'm not wearing this shirt, by the way. I'll show you my outfit at the end. Ooh, there's also Buzz. Buzz is really pink, though. I don't want it to be super pink. Alright, so I'm going to take some of Liar on my finger. Pat this all over my lid. Do the same. On the other side. And then go back and forth to blend it. And since it's hard for me to get in here with my finger without pulling it too high up, I am going to use the other end of that double-ended eyeshadow brush to just get this little area right here. Alright, next, taking my MAC, you all know what this is the MAC 217. Gonna take some of Nooner, which is the matte, the darker matte shade in Naked 3. Take some of Nooner and just put that right on the outside third. Okay, then I am going to go in with the Naked one and use some of Buck, which is a little bit more of a yellow brown, I guess. It's a warmer brown. And then blend that in. Okay. And then to give everything just a little bit more dimension, I'm going to take this Illuminating Face Powder by Victoria's Secret. I have had this for years. It is so beautiful. I'm sorry you can't get this anymore, but I'm not going to stop using it. I love it. Look at that. So pretty. That's just going to go right on like the ball of my eye, just to bring a little bit more shimmer to the look. And that's that. Next, I'm gonna do some winged liner. For this, I'm using the L'Oreal Infallible Super Slim. This one is like really dried out. I need a new one. Actually, I have another one here. Let's see if this one is better. Oh, yes. Okay. They're not perfect, but they're good enough. I'm gonna quit there, otherwise I'll mess them up. Okay. Okay. Before anything else, one more thing. Okay. Before anything else, I am going to bronze and contour. I'm going to go back in with the same two products I used earlier on my eyes and use those to bronze and contour. To bronze, I have this Eco Tools brush. I kind of like it because it's a little bit pointed, but not too much. just pick up some of that bronzer, and I put this right on my cheeks, sort of like the same places where you would put contour and blush both. Then around my hairline, back into my hair. Brush those eyebrows back into place. Then to define my cheekbones a little bit more, I'm gonna take the Rimmel bronzer on this angled blush brush. Oh my god, it's so old. It's in such bad shape. This is from like an old Sephora brush kit. And then what I do is I take a little bit on the side, and then just right in there. And then I'll do the same. Then I sort of blend it upwards. Okay. Then for blush, this one is called Easy Manner by MAC. I'm going to use that on this is a MAC, I don't know, just a duo fiber. Pick up a little bit of that Easy Manner. This one has a really subtle sheen to it that I really like. I'm pretty sure this one's limited edition too, which is so sad because it's so pretty. Okay, then I am going to highlight. I'm going to take that same setting brush that I used earlier, and this is the Urban Decay Illuminated powder. This is like the original one, the first one that they came out with. Oh, actually, I'm going to use the little brush that it came with because I love this thing. And just using one side, dip it in, tap it off, and then lightly dust my cheekbones with it. I'm also going to put a touch just there and there. And there's so much glitter in this powder, but when I go in with a setting spray, you won't be able to see most of it. And then I'm also going to put it there. So it sort of makes a nice little halo. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and set everything before I put my mascara on. I'm going to use the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Spray and Set Makeup Extender Setting Spray. Let that soak in. Makes me look kind of shiny right now, but it will dry in just a second. Actually, there was like a big drop there, so just take my beauty blender and sort of press it out. Okay, now for mascara, I'm going to use the L'Oreal Voluminous Miss Manga Rock Mascara. And while that is still kind of wet, I'm going to take the Maybelline Lash Sensational. This brush is really spiky, and use that to get a little bit more separation. I have decided to leave my entire lower lash line bare today because my eye has been watering a lot right now lately, and I just don't want to have anything down there to run or get messed up. I forgot I had this L'Oreal mascara. Okay, I think I'm gonna put just a little bit more. Hopefully it doesn't get too clumpy. Pretty. And that is the finished makeup. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Sorry that it was so long. It is my first get ready with me talk through video. If you liked this look, please give the video a thumbs up. And ooh, I forgot to put lipstick on. So let me do that first. I have two shades here. I was gonna do maybe the Divine Wine or Touch of Spice. These are the Maybelline mattes. I think what I'm going to use is the Touch of Spice. And oh yes, it looks very pretty with these eyes. And maybe, just to make it really fun, use some of Divine Wine. Alright, so that is the finished makeup. Hope you guys enjoyed this video again. Sorry it's so long. I had a lot of fun doing this. I'm trying to get started here on YouTube, so if you did like this video, please like, comment, subscribe, and I shall see you guys soon. Thanks again for watching. Bye.